British Airways just passed another major milestone in their modernisation plan. Since appointing Sean Doyle as CEO in 2020, the airline has embarked on a £7 billion overhaul, featuring new cabins, new uniforms, customer interfaces and operating systems, among other things. And on the 25th of November this year, the airline unveiled their next iteration to the public, their brand new first-class suite. The event itself was not overly big, maybe 80 people, and was held at the British Airways' headquarters at Waterside, just north of Heathrow. It featured words from CEO Sean Doyle, where he outlined some new routes for the airline's summer 2025 schedule.
But when we look to the future, we want to continue to add new destinations to the map, and I'm delighted tonight to announce 3 new destinations that we will be launching this summer. And it's all focused on Italy, because Italy has become a hugely important market for British Airways. It is the biggest single European market that we fly to. And I'm delighted tonight to be announcing that we will fly to Rimini from Heathrow this next summer. We will fly to Salerno from Gatwick. And we will fly to Olbia in Sardinia from London City Airport. So a big expansion of our Italian network is something all of our leisure customers will look forward to. Now I know you know the prize though.
But taking centre stage was Callum Lamming, the airline's chief customer officer, who would introduce the night's main event.
It's the reason that you're in our waterside winter wonderland. And you are going to be the very first people ever to see the mock-up, the physical mock-up of what we've got here today. As I mentioned, customers are going to see this from early 2026 on our A380 fleet. And we have something very special to show. The team will be on hand here tonight to talk you through the incredible features that this new first offers for British Airways. This includes a 79-inch flat bed, a 36.5-inch wide seat, 32-inch 4K screen, a cocooned 60-inch curved wall offering optimal space, privacy, buddy dining, and for those travelling with their significant other in the centre, you'll be able to open it up to create ultimate privacy and luxury of a shared travelling space. So, I hope you'll agree, this is a massive step change for us. This is massive news for all of us here at British Airways. And I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Wherever you're standing, if you wouldn't mind stop looking at me, looking at the back of the room, I am thrilled and honoured on behalf of everyone at British Airways to unveil our brand new first. Open sesame.
And there we have it, the first up-close look at British Airways' new first-class suite, due to arrive on their flagship Airbus A380 from the beginning of 2026 in a 1-2-1 configuration. Following the Airbus A380, these seats are due to arrive on the airline's new Boeing 777-9Xs later that year, and eventually will be installed on their Boeing 777-300ERs in due course. What this seat represents is the latest in what British Airways has to offer as part of its previously mentioned overhaul. The previous first-class suites of the Boeing 777 and Boeing 747 before it look something like this. Very nice to most passengers, however for the price that you pay, older seats are somewhat dated and lack privacy. With these new enclosed suites, however, BA can expect a far greater level of customer satisfaction. However, we need to go and see for ourselves. Looking closer at the design of the suite as a whole, it's clear that storage has been a major influence during its development, with it having large storage areas both inside and out. British Airways intends for these new cabins to have no overhead luggage bins, meaning far greater headroom, and as such, what would have been stored overhead is now stored in the suite's dimensions itself, with an outside storage cubby. Similarly, inside the suite, storage is again ample, with a storage drawer at the armrest and an entire cabinet at head height where drinks and amenity kits will be stored. In addition, a Bluetooth headset will also feature, however in these new suites, passengers will be able to connect their own Bluetooth headphones if they wish as well. Moving to the seat itself, British Airways prides itself on designing this seat from the ground up instead of choosing an existing design. While this does increase its certification process, it does allow BA to create a far more unique experience for its passengers. As mentioned before, this seat is a flatbed with a width of 36.5 inches and a length of 79 inches, making it enormous by most airline standards, only being beaten out by a few others. The privacy element is also translated into the seat area, with a 60-inch cocoon around the head area, and beyond that the suite is padded for increased noise reduction. Turning around, the tray table is also very impressive, with it being designed to handle buddy dining. That is to say that a passenger can come and sit on the footstool and dine with you. But building off from that buddy dining theme, passengers in the middle cabin section will be able to open up the partition between the suites, increasing the number of potential guests up to 4 in this joined space. This is a part of the seat that British Airways takes great pride in. This new suite is one small but significant part of British Airways' aforementioned £7 billion overhaul, and this isn't even British Airways' only new cabin. The airline has also updated their short-haul cabins with new seat designs and improved passenger accessibility among other things, going hand in hand with the new app, new and improved lounges, new uniforms and revamps on the airline's operations side. And, from what BA has seen so far, the reception of its new short-haul cabin, which is currently in use on 8 of their A320neo family aircraft, has been overwhelmingly positive, giving great hope for their new first-class suite. All these new improvements are naturally designed to improve the passenger experience, but also specifically the passenger feel. BA wishes to allow passengers to forget that they're actually on a plane, and instead give the airline the feel of an English country house, and give some class and relaxation to what is often a stressful part of a traveller's journey. Sean Doyle arrived at British Airways following the surprise resignation of the former CEO, Alex Cruz, formerly of Vueling Airlines of Spain. Under Alex Cruz's leadership, aviation commentators suggested that British Airways was being run more like a low-cost airline than a full-service one, but at the price of a full-service one. As a result, BA's customer satisfaction was significantly down. However, upon being appointed CEO, Sean Doyle announced plans to revert the airline back to a customer-oriented one instead of a profit-oriented one, suggesting that the airline had previously lost their focus. Under the leadership of Sean Doyle, British Airways has made great strides to give itself the reputation it's worthy of. And now that its overhaul is taking shape across the airline, it seems like the investment made to bring the airline to where it is today is beginning to pay off. And this is certainly paying off with its new first-class suite, with an immense deal of care and research being taken to ensure that passengers receive only the best that British Airways has to offer.